Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Bat Flip. Bat Flip is a game for two players from Scorelander Games. Plays in, what's this say? 30 to 45 minutes, ages 12 and up. That's probably right. It's a fairly long-ish game for being a card game, but there's a lot going on, and we'll see that in a little bit. So effectively what you're doing in this is you are taking on a role of a baseball team against another player who's going to be a baseball team, and you're going to play a 3-inning game using cards in your hand. The way you're going to do that is you're going to grab a couple different teams. So let's say I grab this team and this team. I'm going to take them, shuffle them together, smash up style, and then we're going to start throwing down and playing the game. So that's how the game works. One player is going to be the away team, one player is going to be the home team. You're going to have pitchers, you're going to have defenders, you're going to have hitters, there's going to be walks, there's going to be hits, strikeouts, all that stuff that's included in a baseball game is going to be in this game, which is pretty cool. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go to the table, check it out. Alright, so here's a game of Bat Flip, all set up for two players. Now, let's go over setup a little bit. Each player is going to get either a home or away scoring card, a Bat Flip card, appropriate color. Put the inning track out with the disc on 0 of the away team. Whoever's batting, you'll put that side up. When it flips, you can do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take two different teams. You can see here, there's a whole bunch of teams. We got this team, this team, this team, this team, and you're going to mix. The first player is going to grab a team. Then the second player is going to grab a team and another team, and then the first player will grab another team. You're going to get two teams. You're going to shuffle them together, and you're going to have your deck. So I've done that. The deck will be about this big. And then you're going to draw 5 cards. If you have a pitcher, you can set it to the side, because that's going to be a pitcher that you can put on the mound when we're playing. So that player drew a pitcher, Hoshi Ito, and they are ready to go. So this player has 5 cards, that player has 4. Away team bats first, just like normal baseball rules. Now, what you're going to do is, on your turn, the batter is going to play a card. So a card looks like this. Let's look at one. So cards are going to have a possible special ability, if you discard it or play it or something. It's going to have a batting strength, which means it has a hit value of 3, a steal value possibly, a walk value, and a defensive value. Now that's a batter. A pitcher will only have these two stats. They'll have the target stat and then a defensive stat. They don't have a batting because pitchers don't bat in this game. So what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to take one of 4 actions, or you have 3 actions. You're either going to hit, you're going to do a walk, or you're going to do a strikeout to let you basically get different cards in your hand. Or you can do a bat flip, which is an undefendable hit, but it comes from the top of your deck, and if it's a pitcher, they're out. So that's tricky. All right, so let's see here. I have some good batters. So let's do this guy. So we're going to play Saul Squeaky Clean. He's a first baseman. He's batting. He's going to hit. All right? So when you play Saul Squeaky Clean, your opponent draws a card. So first thing they get to do is they get to draw a card. Now, what's going to happen now is the defender's going to look and see if they can defend it. So, which really stinks. So Saul is a 4. He hits fly balls. But this pitcher can defend against fly balls with a range of 4. So he's a really good pitcher, which stinks. So this batter is now out. I probably should have walked with him because he would have walked, but that's fine. We'll make do with that. So that's out number 1. Then same thing. So we'll do it again. Let's see. We're going to do a walk. Now, when you do a walk, you're going to take that target score there on the bat, compare it to the pitcher's score there. If the batter's higher, they get to get on base. So in this case, Devontae Gunk gets to get on base. Now, after a batter gets on base, then you're going to go to the steal phase. Now, what happens now is you're going to look at the bats with the base and the line through it, and you're going to try to steal against the opponent. Now, this rule has changed from what I have. It used to be the opponent could pick, but what happens now is I'd say, hey, I'm going to steal. The opponent will flip a card at the top of the deck to see if they can get a defense value of that number or higher. So let's just try it. They're going to try to steal. They flip. They have a defense value of 2, so that guy's out. So 2 outs. Okay. Now, third hit. We're going to do a bat flip. So what happens when you do bat flip is you'll flip this card. You can only do that once per round. Then I'm going to play a hitter from the top of my deck. And they're going to get on base without having any defenders played. All right, so we got Hugo Cambio. He gets to go to second base because your hit strength minus defense is how far you get around the bases. And I don't think... Ooh, he's going to try to steal. He's a 3. Let's try to steal again. It could be dumb. 3. Dang it, he's a 3. Out. All right. So that is 3 outs. Now we go over to... They rest their pitcher. He'll just hang out there. We go to the home team. Oh, and every time there's an out, you're supposed to draw a card, so we should have gotten a couple cards. There's more than that, actually. But every time you get an out, you get a card. So now, if I had a pitcher, I need to play a pitcher. Play a pitcher. All right. And then now I'm on defense. All right. So this player's up. They're going to do some batting. And there's a hand limit of 7. Okay, they have 7. And I think they're going to get started with some... Ooh, that pitcher doesn't have anything. Yeah, that's fine. Not a great pitcher, but... All right, so what they're going to do is... They're going to send this guy out, and he's going to hit. All right, so this guy has a special ability. Pitchers cannot defend against this guy. So he has a batting average of 4. A batting power of 4. So I need somebody good to defend here. And he hits regular balls. So I'm going to play this guy. Play this guy for 2 defense. So he's going to get a double because I blocked 2 of it. He goes to there. And then when you play Andrew Rosenbag, search your deck for a pitcher and put it into my hand. All right, let's find a better pitcher than the one I have out there, that's for sure. There we go. All right, then shuffle your deck. So now that player can decide if they want to steal. Their steal is 3, and I think they're going to try it. They're going to try to steal. All right, so they're going to try to steal for third, and I need a 3. I got a 2, so their steal is successful. So they are now at third base. All right, now they are going to bat again. Let's see, you can't do 2 walks in a row, so when I do a walk, I won't be able to do that again. So let's just go ahead and walk. We'll send this guy. He's going to do a walk. He has a 2 for his walk stat. The pitcher has a 0, so he's now on base. Okay, then let's do bat flip. Perfect time to do a bat flip for the home team. Drive some runs in, hopefully. So we'll do the bat flip. They'll flip a card. Boom, 3. So this one scores. When a team scores, both players draw a card. So 1, 2, and then this one will go 1, 2, 3, because this one goes to third. They get another run. We each draw another card. All right, so that was good for them. So they have 1 out. They're going to need to get some outs here. Let's see. So we're going to do a 3. Strikeout prone. Whenever you hit with this player, if your opponent plays a pitcher, this player is out. All right. So let's see. So they played that. A 3 hit. And I'm going to play a pitcher. So that player's out. So 2 outs. We each get to draw a card. Okay. And now my pitcher is getting substituted, like in regular baseball. But now I can defend against the walk a little bit better. All right. So 2 outs, 2 runs. Let's see what they want to do. They haven't walked yet. But now walking is really difficult. We're going to play this guy. Ooh, that's terrible. That pitcher's so good. Yeah, I can't do anything now. The pitcher's out there. She's rough. Or he's rough. I'm not sure. Okay, so we're just going to... we just play this guy. Buck Charrington. When you play Buck, discard a card from your hand. He's going to hit. And I'll discard this pitcher. He has a 3. He hits a ground ball, but this pitcher can defend 4 ground balls, so this player's out. We draw a card. We draw a card. And that's out number 3. Then we go there. Pitcher comes over here and relaxes. It's now away. This runner's stranded on base. And done. And that's how the game's going to play. You're going to keep going through 3 innings like that. And then whoever has the most runs at the end of 3 innings is the winner. There are a few alternate rules, which I didn't get into, and I didn't talk about stealing home. The only way you can steal home is if the hit this turn was an actual hit. So you can't walk and then steal home. It has to be an actual valid hit. And there's also some advanced rules. So they are double plays. If you put a player out using an infielder and your opponent has another runner on first, you may play another infielder from your hand with a defense greater or equal to that person's speed to get them out. Sacrifice flies. If you have a runner on third and your opponent defends with an outfielder, you may have that runner advance if your batter is put out. That's it. So a couple ways like to make it more like baseball to score some runs. And that is how you play bat flip. And that is how you play bat flip. Let's go up the top. See what we think about it. All right, well, that was bat flip. So I love baseball. I've been a baseball fan my entire life. And when I saw that this game was wanting some reviews, I reached out. I needed to try this game. And man, I'm glad I did. It's effectively, if you've ever played the game Smash Up from AEG, it kind of has a similar groove. You take 2 different factions or teams, you mash them together, and you get one super team. And then you're going to be using these cards to try to score more runs than your opponent. You're going to be, using the abilities. You're going to be defending their hits. You're going to be trying to have a good pitcher so they can't walk as much. You're just trying to jockey for the highest amount of runs that you can get. It's an easy game to play. There were some rule tweaks from what I have. Usually when you steal, and the rules I have, when you steal, you can actually play a card from your hand. So you could, make it maybe, it's probably going to be less of a chance that you're going to steal. But flipping out the top of your deck, that's interesting. You never know what's going to happen. It could be good, it could be not. Like you saw both options, I think, during the run through. It's a good time. So I also like the bat flip once per inning. You can use this hit that you can't defend and to try to advance runners, score some runs, all that kind of thing. So there's always that one time per inning, so 3 times in the game, that you can hit and get people on base, move them around without any challenge. I like it. I like the art. The art is really good. If they're a hitter, they usually have a bat or they're fielding a catch or something. Infielders. This guy's running bases. Just really cool. The names are really clever as well. I like all of it. The cards are really nice linen quality, I think. Like linen finish. They look linen. I don't think they might not be, but they're pretty nice quality. The stats are easy to understand. The powers on the cards, the abilities, make sense when they fire, all that stuff. I have no complaints with any of this. The rule book left me having a couple questions. I don't think the rules are as clear as they could be. You can still learn the game, you can still play the game, but it's going to take you an extra minute or 2 to try to figure out what exactly is going on. Like, it says in the rule book that, you know, you have to defend a fly ball with someone who can defend, has the up blue arrow, or a ground ball with the down green arrow. But it doesn't say what about the bats that don't have either. Can they only be defended with gloves that don't have either? So it makes sense, like, yes, if you can defend fly ball, you can probably defend anything else. But it just would be nice to see that in the book. Not a big thing, but it is what it is. And the rule book's like 15 pages. A couple pages of it are set up. Explains how the cards work. Like how the icons fight with each other on the back. Really cool. I have no complaints here. It's a fun game. I'm pretty sure it's on Kickstarter now. I'll put a link in the description if that's correct. If not, I'll make a note in the video. But yeah, if this looks good to you, go find it and check it out because it's fun. If you like baseball, you like two-player little back and forth dueling games, this is one you should check out. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Bat Flip from Scorelander Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.